It's like Jay-Z when he was going through that thing. I don't even know if that's still going on or anything else like that. But it is? Oh, it's over? Yeah, see, it's over.
It's over.
Yeah, PT just told me it's over. But the point being is, even when that was going on, I wasn't jacking it because, you know why? The person accusing him did not want him to go to jail. They only wanted money. If you was, or not just assaulted, however, whatever happened, or they were saying what happened, why you only want money? Why you don't want him to, why you ain't pressing charges for him to go to jail?
You won't believe what Cameron just said about Jay-Z's lawsuit and his accuser. For months now, the story around Jay-Z has been heating up, and with the case now officially over, Cameron is setting the record straight, and he's not holding back at all. He's breaking down why he never bought into the accusations against Jay-Z, and trust me, his take on this whole thing might change the way you look at these celebrity legal battles. But wait, this isn't just about Jay-Z. Cameron also dives into all the Diddy legal drama and how the lines between truth and money can get blurred in these cases. You'll be shocked at his take on why so many of these high-profile lawsuits end up being more about the payout than real justice. Now, Cameron's known for speaking his mind, but today, he's coming with some serious insight into how the entertainment industry operates behind the scenes. From questionable motives to potential money grabs, Cameron's perspective will leave you thinking long after the video ends. Now, what really stands out here is Cameron's take on the motivations behind these lawsuits. He's not just talking about the case against Jay-Z, he's touching on a much bigger issue in the industry. Cameron makes it clear that when the allegations start to look like a money grab, it raises some serious questions. Is the goal truly justice, or is it all about a paycheck? And what does it say about how people are willing to go after high-profile figures for personal gain, whether or not the claims hold up? From shady deals to possible cover-ups, Cameron is calling out the system for what it is, offering his take on what it really means when these huge cases hit the spotlight. Is it all about the truth, or just a bunch of people trying to cash in on the chaos? Cameron's breakdown will definitely leave you questioning the game. Now, I'm about to play this clip for y'all, but before I do, I just need you to like, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
Drewski and Odell Beckham on the Puff charge. I think that's kind of crazy. You heard about that? Their names are on the indictment from 2018, and Drewski said, I was in my mother's house in 2018, so I don't know what Drewski you talking about. You don't think that's kind of crazy how they just throwing everybody's name on the Puff trial?
I mean, has he been, see the thing about this, you know, people don't understand how court works a lot of time. And when you say his name is in the trial or on the indictment, is he being charged? Is he a witness? Is he a victim? What he's on the indictment as, pardon me, co-conspirator? What's the charge? Like, what is it?
They saying he was involved or either there when a situation happened. I don't even want to say that word. You can't say shit no more. But when a situation happened, they say he was there and he was part of a situation that could be a crime. Okay,
so basically he was there and could be convicted of a crime. That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Drewski and who? Drewski and who else?
Odell Beckham.
Odell Beckham? I'm not shocked. Drewski, I don't know. I don't know Drewski that well. Now, Odell Beckham, I'm not accusing him of anything else. I'm just saying, when I say not shocked, I'm saying that he seems like he likes to be on the party scene. Look, we talked about briefly, me and Murder on this, but it is yesterday, you know, about this Puff situation and what's going on. And I was saying that we live in a country where it's supposed to be innocent to proven guilty, but to me, it's guilty to you're proven innocent. Because we have no idea day to day what these charges are. You can read them and look them up and find out what they are. But this is my personal opinion, me personally. Outside of him beating up females, talking about Cassie or any female that he physically assaulted, beat up, and outside of him messing with minors or trafficking minors state to state, dealing with minors. So let's be clear on what I'm saying. I'm not supporting trafficking minors. I'm not supporting sex with minors. I'm not supporting anything that has to do with pedophilia. I'm not supporting hitting women, degrading women sexually unless that's what they want. And that's another thing. That's when I got into it with another female one time when I was explaining to her that, you know, when we was in a whorehouse gangbanging bitches back in the days, that she's like, how do you know? Look, women like gangbang, some of them, man. You can't, you know, some bitches want to take on the tribe of niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not into that no more. You know, me and my man might grab a couple joints and we go on a 4 horsemen joint for us, you know, all 4 of us in the Royal Rumble. But, you know, it's been times growing up in the 80s that a crackhead may take 3 or 4 of us at one time. You know what I'm saying? Of course, she wanted crack. It wasn't forced. It wasn't outside of her realm. This is what she agreed to do for the crack that she wanted. And look, I'm not talking about nasty Wanda from Snowfall crackheads. I'm talking about functional. Go to work, got a job. They call it the naughty. I had a working crackhead one time, female that I used to serve when I was younger. She said, you got the naughty? I said, you got the mouth? And we worked some things out. Some females like more than one guy sometimes. Back to the original topic with Puff. Outside of and females abusing females or degrading them sexually to what they don't want to do, I don't know what the fuck the charges are. You're talking about is male prostitution. I heard somebody had a job just greasing the male prostitutes up before they got into action.
That's great.
That's when I stopped listening, B. That's when I stopped thinking about one nigga. That's what I'm saying, P. P, this is what I'm talking about. This is when I stopped paying attention to the trial because every day some charges. The last charge I've heard was this nigga say he had a job he didn't want to do, greasing the male prostitutes up for action. And then they get in there to do what they got to do. I started watching, paying attention. After that charge, I said, what charge is that? He didn't want to be the male, he didn't want to be the greaser, pause. So he had to be the greaser? Nah, the charges is getting ridiculous. So no, Sin, I didn't hear about Drewski, anybody else, or Odell Beckham. I've not heard about because day to day it gets more ridiculous. Like now, Drewski and Odell Beckham Jr. I'm pretty sure, this is what I'm trying to say, just being there, this is what that RICO shit is about. Sometimes in RICO charges, when it comes to drugs, I know at least, you know, I've never been part of a freak-off conspiracy to where niggas might be going to jail for a long time. But RICO means when even you the nigga that go to the store for the drug dealers you involved. Nigga. You could have been nigga putting the armor roll on the tires. You are involved. That's what RICO means. So when you got people like Drewski and OBJ and whoever else's name's gonna pop up, I feel really bad because sometimes they may have just thought they was at a consensual party, not knowing that they was there in the middle of a investigation called Code Freak Off. Niggas ain't know that. Niggas just was there to have a good time. Now you sitting there and maybe Drewski and Odell Beckham Jr. are looking back at it like, yo, it did seem forced, but I thought it was part of the show when I was watching it. I don't know, you feel me? I have no idea what goes on. And I'm not saying that it's cool, because to me, a lot of people, this is a money grab. If you really, anybody that's not, and listen, I don't want Puff to do time if he isn't supposed to do time. If he's supposed to do time, then he's supposed to do time. But if you're not in this to try and send a man to jail and only for the money, I'm not jacking none of your stories. Because you only here for the money. A real person want that nigga in jail who violated them on a sexual tip, especially if you're a young person or a minor or a female. If he did something to you, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure you want to get compensated, but you want your money more than, I mean, you want that nigga to put behind bars more than anything else. It's like Jay-Z, when he was going through that thing. I don't even know if that's still going on or anything else like that. But it is? Oh, it's over? Yeah, see, it's over.
It's over.
Yeah, PT just told me it's over. But the point being is, even when that was going on, I wasn't jacking it because, you know why? The person accusing him did not want him to go to jail. They only wanted money. If you was or not just assaulted sexually, however, whatever happened or they were saying what happened, why you only want money? Why you don't want why you ain't pressing charges for him to go to jail? If it's only money play, I don't be jacking it. But no, this is my first time hearing about this.
This whole situation with Jay-Z and the lawsuit got me thinking about the bigger picture. Cameron makes some solid points when he talks about how these legal battles, especially involving high-profile celebrities, often have more to do with money than actual justice. It's a sad reality that people can use somebody's name, whether they were involved in the situation or not, to fuel their own agenda. And honestly, if the goal was really justice, wouldn't we see more people pushing for actual consequences rather than settlements? This whole thing just feels like a reminder that the world of celebrity isn't as glamorous as it seems on the surface. Cameron's take makes a lot of sense. Why would you just settle for money if you were truly wronged? Justice in his eyes should mean holding people accountable. But the real question here is, how much of this is about personal gain and how much of this is about real consequences for the accused? I get where he's coming from, but I also think there's also more to the stories than we'll ever know. This isn't a simple case of right or wrong. It's a complicated web of accusations, legal strategies, and power dynamics that we're just starting to scratch the surface on. And let's not forget about that whole Diddy chaos. The way Cameron brings up the shady elements surrounding Diddy's legal troubles is eye-opening. It makes you question the true nature of the accusations and whether these high-profile legal cases are more about spectacle than the truth. There's definitely a culture of people jumping on bandwagons when there's fame and fortune involved. And that's something we all need to keep in mind when these stories break. So what do y'all think? Do you think celebrities like Jay-Z and P. Diddy should have handled these lawsuits differently? Or is it just another case of money being the driving force behind the drama? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section and make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.